Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another shop night. I am covered in makeup because we did a photo shoot at dark hour today, and I had a hard time getting off. I had to leave work and come directly from here ahead of a storm. I know I'm pretty. Y'all know me. I'm Rob. We got Lexi here. She's doing some sewing. I'm trimming up a mask. Alan saying hi to the wife. Well, hello, Ratzeg, Zadilan. Hello, Vanishing Gates. How you doing? Hey, Bubbles. We got people coming in. Yeah, I know. So today I was a trick-or-treater with several other people. We were walking around. We had some pretty cool EVA masks put up. We were doing promo work for the upcoming season. I was a devil. Thanks, Bubbles. I appreciate that. I know, I'm pretty. Thanks, Patrick. I might be able to find a picture of what we looked like. I'm probably not supposed to show this.
Probably not, so don't.
But I'm going to. Because it's the YouTube lives. This was us today. Trick-or-treating all through the haunt. That was fun. So that's, we used Prosaid, which is a medical grade adhesive, because there was makeup underneath the mask. And we used saran wrap. Okay, so basically put the Prosaid on, then you put the saran wrap on, and it gives a really nice texture. It's great if you want to do like burns and things like that. Then we went in and airbrushed that. 3 different colors, different layers. And all this black stuff and the green stuff on my hands was commercial grade food dye, which we use black. Yes, it does, Bubbles.
That's not coming out.
I've been just rubbing it off. Yeah, hey, look, some more came off. That's nice. Yeah. And so we put it in our mouths, get our teeth all black and drooling. So it's all on my beard and all over my hands. And I destroyed that costume. Sorry, Shannon. And
Why we can't have nice things?
sorry about that, guys. It just went dead for a second. Got it back up and running. So let's go see what Lexi's doing. And it does. Does anybody know how to get Prosaid off in a very easy way? The funny thing I learned is that we use an alcohol-activated airbrush makeup, and for some reason it's set into the Prosaid really well, and
Olive oil and dish soap.
just wouldn't come off. See, look at that. Look at that.
Olive oil and dish soap.
Olive oil and soap is what Lexi's saying.
Dish soap.
Anybody want to
Like Dawn.
dish soap? Anybody want to back that up?
I mean, there's a thing at Lush that's basically...
Sandblaster, thanks.
That's exactly what you need.
Thanks, Vanishing Gates.
Exfoliate.
Yes, keep me that young skin going.
Or go to-
There's a special. Yeah, I tried it, but for some reason the two created some sort of perfect mixture, and I couldn't get it off.
Olive oil and dish soap.
I didn't have olive oil and dish soap.
You should carry it with you. Lush also makes an awesome thing that's basically a fancy version of that.
Lush?
Called the olive branch, yeah.
Every time I go to Lush, I have to get a bath bomb because they're just nice.
Bath bombs make me break out, so I get everything but bath bombs.
With a little. Okay, thank you.
What
Thank you,
makes
Al.
it
I will use it. I've never really worked with Prosaid before. I'd always just use straight up latex adhesive. Fast Orange, maybe. The good stuff, the home off your
Goo Gone.
hands. Nice.
Goo Gone could work too.
Goo Gone.
If you really hate yourself. It'll burn, but it'll work.
I'm probably going to go home and just soak my face, stand under a hot shower, take a loofah to my forehead. It'll be great. It'll be
If
fun.
you don't want to do the olive oil, though, use dish soap.
Olive oil and dish soap. Neither of which do I have. Yeah, Goo Gone will mess up your skin for sure.
Soap. Do you wash dishes wrong?
Lighter and aerosol can. Thank you, David Williams. I appreciate that. I mean, that might be an easier way to get the burns. But no, not going to do that.
Do you not wash dishes wrong?
I have a dishwasher for that.
Do you not put soap in the dishwasher?
I have special soap for the dishwasher. If you want to know what the full makeup looked like, there you go. That's what it was like under the mask. You can see the teeth black. I hadn't drooled much into my beard by that point, but you can see like the plastic and stuff.
Okay.
So here's the good stuff. Now Alan's back. Say hi, Alan.
Hi. Okay.
And I will hand you off to his capable hand.
And you're gonna
put a coat of black on those?
Yes.
Awesome.
As soon as I'm done trimming this mask.
Hi, everybody. I had Rob get us started today because Lord knows what happens with my life, you know? I'm a little under the weather. I am sick. This is LEDs from Lighthouse LEDs that I got. Because we were short on red, weren't we, Rob?
Yes.
Now we're not, because I got 100.
I think that should be fun.
9-volt pre-wired LEDs.
We can at least do 50-eyed red eyes.
Why are people talking about lighters and aerosol cans?
Getting prostate off my face.
It's prostate remover.
I tried it. For some reason it didn't work very well.
Didn't Josh help you take your makeup off?
Yes.
Yeah.
It still didn't come off very well. None of us were able to get it off very well.
Well,
I'm just going to be pretty for when I meet my leasing agent tomorrow.
I'm allergic to the prostate remover. So I've had to find other ways. That's how I know it works. By the way.
Today was the first time I'd ever had prostate used on.
so these are pre-wired, meaning they already have a little tab, they already have a resistor, red LEDs. That's what they're for. And I'll put these in my solder. And I got something else too. I'm not sure what that is.
Could be anything.
It could be anything. I have ordered a few things.
Probably a small child.
He takes that Ambien, gets on the internet, you never know what's going to happen.
I don't take Ambien. Oh, this is mask Velcro.
Yay!
And I went ahead and I went with 2-inch wide, so you don't have to cut. So mask Velcro, A and B. There you go. And this will go into the strap drawer. Strap drawer, somewhere in the city. Hello, Scotland. Scott from Scotland. Scott the Scot, I guess you call it.
He's Scottish.
Yeah, he's Scottish.
Scottish. Oh, bad puns.
Yeah, I think if I had a child in Scotland, I would not name them Scott.
I would.
You're a horrible person.
I was about to say, but I'm a horrible human being.
You're a horrible human.
I'm the worst. And I will own up to that. Right?
Okay. Let's see. I created a monster Rob. Well, he looked cooler earlier.
I showed him.
Yeah. There's all kinds of special products. He left a room full of them when he left the makeup room.
I
That's,
had to get to here.
I wasn't timing you.
The
Anyway.
storm was.
Yeah, I was trying to get ahead of the storm.
Oh, well, I drove through a bunch of rain, did you? Yeah, so again, guys, we have a stormy night. Surprise. So we will end up with possibly spotty interwebs, which means possibly spotty video.
It's already kicked us out once.
All right, so I am going to clear off a little spot over here. I'm going to prep for the inevitable, which is Rob finishing trimming that mask. Yeah, so if you watch my YouTube videos, like all the recorded videos, those are really educational. These are only educational if you guys ask questions, because I will try to answer any questions that you ask, but talking through every step of everything I'm doing, it's a little weird. But I do it a lot anyway, you know.
I think I said something I really shouldn't have.
Checking.
Yes.
How'd you do? Don't know that. You did okay.
I'm not done yet. I still need to do
Yeah.
top one and finish the back one. But
And then sleeves.
I was making sure I didn't. Before I finish it. Yeah, I didn't sew stuff
Okay,
together.
it's good. You look like a bag lady. It's great. Yeah. So I'm going to turn that mask into a sock mask.
I think it's funny that bag lady means one thing, but bag man means something completely different.
I don't know what bag man means.
I don't either. I've never heard that term.
They're a courier for the mob.
Oh,
That's probably why I don't know what it means.
okay. Bag
I'm not
man, because they hold the
involved
money
in
bag?
Devious
they
activities like
carry
robberies.
things back and forth. They're also called runners.
I've heard runners. I've not heard bag man.
Yeah. They also act as cleaners. It's colloquial. It depends on our- I'm not a member of any organization.
You totally knew that.
Not since college.
That's my grandparents are cops.
That doesn't mean anything.
Why you were above suspicion, or below, above.
I'm above all suspicion.
You are
Now,
suspicious.
you are just suspicious.
He's just suspicion.
I live,
We can go on together,
I live this straight and narrow life. You know?
and we can build our dreams.
We're suspicious mind. Riding a trip.
Y'all are singing something I can.
Elvis.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Because I love you too much, baby. Do, do, do. Music, not movies.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Elvis was a big deal in my house. My sister was a
Same.
big Elvis
I
fan.
have somewhere, when we moved, it disappeared, but I have a bust of Elvis, it's like this big. We used to use it as a doorstop.
Okay. Big plaster bust of Elvis?
Yeah, big like this big, plastic bust of Elvis.
Painted with a blue kerchief around his neck?
No paint,
No paint. Okay.
just white.
We had the painted version.
So you had the nicer version. We also went to Graceland.
Nicest one in the trailer park.
We went to Graceland for a family vacation.
I went to Graceland, and
Really sad.
that made me want to start making furniture because of the jungle room.
That room
And
is
like
so cool.
the monster monkey couches in there.
That was, oh my gosh, yes. I wanted to be an interior designer after that.
Rob, are you trimming War and Peace? What's going on?
This is the first time I ever trimmed this mask. Give me a minute. I want to make sure the eyes fit. That's
Great.
You're good?
Yep. This is the base, and it looks like nothing right now, but it's the base for the Demigorgon.
Morgan.
Demi Morgan. That's right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I made that pun the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get trouble?
I was told to leave and never come back.
I see. That's good.
I credited you with it though.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I hear that all
They did not know who you were though, so it didn't really work.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
the time. There's people that don't know down.
I have non-haunted friends, it turns out.
Yeah. I'm that weird bit where I hate to say, like, kind of a little famous in the haunted house world, but,
Kind of.
you know what I mean? No one outside of haunted houses knows who I am.
Except cosplayers.
And some cosplayers.
All over the country, you go to Frightmare and people are like, that's Alan Hobbs. And then celebrities get mad because people are lining up to talk to you and not them. That's
Oh.
happened.
I don't know where I was talking.
I've seen it.
Turns out people like videos that help them. That's how it turns out.
Okay.
So, this mask, I pushed a bunch of teeth into it, and I'm kind of cutting these nubs off to make sure I have room to put the teeth in there. Paranormal show. Yeah, see, I have a hard time with paranormal stuff, only because I never know if someone who's like has a paranormal background thinks that when I say haunted house, I mean haunted house. It's very confusing.
I've had people
And-
like get really confused. They're like, why would you work in a house that's haunted? That's
In the UK, they actually don't call them haunted houses, they call them scare attractions, which I think is a...
Spookhausen.
They're spook house. Yeah.
Spookhausen.
Yeah. Which I think is, you know, better because it tells you this is an attraction. But the States doesn't have enough haunted houses.
It's not old.
They don't have as many haunted places, I should say, as the UK, so it's not as confusing here.
We do.
It's because we don't pay attention to Native American ghost stories.
We
Right.
have just as haunted places.
We have racist ghosts. Hunters. I don't know.
Yeah. Ghost hunters are racist.
But anyway,
You heard it here first.
they
I
say
just said-
haunted house, people get that look on your face. Right, right. Ezekiel's on. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Ezekiel. I think it's hilarious if people like go to a 17th century German castle and are yelling at the ghosts in English.
Right? They're gonna be like, what are you saying?
Stupid American. I don't know.
I recognize that word, maybe?
Assuming they even know what America is.
Probably not. Unless it's
See,
like a...
see, we're only 200 and some odd years old.
Your face is only 200 years old.
Hey, it looks like now you got done with it.
Today looks like it. That's right. So the vision in this really isn't that bad. Did you put it up to your face, Rob?
Yeah, that's why I kept trimming it. That's what I was trimming it.
Okay, so now to get it out of the mold and not make it sticky, we had to put baby powder in there. So now I want to clean out that baby powder to make sure that I can get a good bond when I put it on this headstock. I have about 80 projects going on right now, so shop is not the cleanest.
I'm looking for the nozzle.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, I think Alex set it up.
Donka.
I don't know if carburetor cleaner is straight naphtha, but it kind of acts like it.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I'm cleaning this off interior to get the baby powder out of it. Here's the claws that fit in all those sockets on those
Nice.
toes. So yeah. Yeah, after it's all painted. Be one of the last things. I'd rather have the toenails fall off than have a toe rip off. Like you do. When I saw some comments. We use a brush. We normally brush in our baby powder, Vanishing Gate. I would not use casting agent to do that. Just use baby powder. If I don't have any baby powder, I use plaster dust.
So you're a haunter, would you have plaster dust and not baby powder?
Yeah.
There is no shortage of plaster dust in this shop.
Okay. How's it hanging? The feed looks good tonight. Well, I'm actually a little bit under the weather, so maybe the worse I feel, the better my internet is. And we have a storm going on right now over here. Have I ever had issues with wet clay not sticking to a mosh or half mask form? No. It's always stuck, no problem. Normally I use naphtha actually to wipe these out. This time, Leroy, I used carburetor cleaner, which is pretty close. Same stuff. Vanishing gates, USG1, that's not bad. There are lots of honkers out there that don't know me. You could add water, Chad, to your clay. What I would probably do is make a little clay pot out of your clay, put a little water in it, and move your brush around to make a clay slurry. You'll make a very thin, very watery clay. Paint that over your armature and let that dry. And that's going to give you a good bond to stick your clay to. All right, so what's funny is whenever I'm outside and it's windy and there's like leaves blowing and it's about to storm, I don't think of like a movie with a storm in it. I always remember a certain Lucky Charms commercial where there's a blonde-headed kid and he goes, "Wind's picking up, Sue," and that's what he says, and then I guess the wind rearranges the Lucky Charms stuff. Added like blue clouds or something.
I remember that.
Oh, okay.
"Wind's picking up, Sue," and I remember that little phrase and that animated kid saying that.
I always think a house is going to get dropped on somebody's sister.
Well, that's who the lady you hang around with, Rob.
I'm laughing because it's true.
Set him up, I'll spike him. Okay. And so what I'm doing now is I'm flooding this headstock with latex. I could use contact cement and glue the two together, but I did not think about that until I painted this on. Lexi, listening to music?
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
I don't know. I can't really hear it.
Okay. Yeah. Is your forehead listening to music?
Listening to the rock adaptation of Jekyll and Hyde right now.
Let's see. Let's see. Lexi's never known the touch of a boy, so she's a musical kid. Musicals, man.
I actually quit theater freshman year of high school,
Yeah.
so
Do you still love musicals?
I mean my three favorite movies are musicals:
What are your three favorite movies?
Labyrinth, Repo the Genetic Opera, and Mulan.
Let's see. I borrowed Repo the Genetic Opera from Jake Farmer.
Bring it back?
I gave it back.
Did you watch it?
I never watched it. Shannon watched it.
Devil's Carnival, the sequel to the.
I haven't
Devil's
seen-
Carnival's good.
It's a spiritual sequel to Repo. Repo is better, in my opinion, because Repo has Alexa Vega.
Having you've never seen it.
What?
You said you've never seen
I've
it.
never seen the sequel to Devil's Carnival, because there's two of them.
I saw that in the theater. It was great.
Wait, you mean like the 60s Devil's Carnival?
No,
No.
Black and white?
No.
Crazy old man with hair?
No.
Okay.
there is a Terrence and Marilyn Gotham actually lost the rights to Repo the Genetic Opera through some dumb legalese. So like, well, we still want to make something kind of like it, so they made something new called Devil's Carnival. It's a similar style of movie. So it's called a spiritual sequel, is what they call it.
Okay. It's the sequel in spirit, but it has nothing to do with it. Great.
And it doesn't have, it has some of the same things, some of the
It's
same
a dark
actors.
music.
It's a dark musical.
How long are we going to talk about musicals? Anyway.
I don't think Alan would like it.
Yes, many people will clean their mask with naphtha. Don't soak it in naphtha. Put naphtha on a rag and give it a rub down. Or 99% alcohol works just fine before they paint. Hello, Scott Colehart. Yes, Marlena, you did catch a video while we are still live. I try to go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I try to be live. Well, I just try to be live Tuesdays and Thursdays. So what I'm doing is I am drying the latex on both the mask and the head sock. Latex wants to stick to itself. The whole reason we baby powder it, hence our baby powder conversation we've been having, is because it tends to stick. It'll just stick to itself. Latex will stick to latex when it's cured. The baby powder stops it from sticking. I cleaned the baby powder out so I could add latex so that I could add latex onto this, and then I'll be able to stick both of those two together. And that'll be a pretty darn permanent bond. And from there, I can start setting up the servos and everything. Later, Rob is going to help me put pants on my drunk friend. We're going to... Okay. Yes, I did say servo. I'm using servos on this guy to open up his head flaps.
I had $1 for every time I heard that.
Was this? This is a Fearwear shirt. This is Chad Savage's art. It's one of the few times I'm not wearing a Dark Hour shirt or a Haunt shirt.
Pumpkin shirt.
Or a pumpkin shirt, which is normally a Haunt shirt's pumpkin shirt. Yeah, yeah. Someone said servos. Steve went, servos? My people need me. But very cool. Jean Napolitano. Hi. Well, very cool, Marlena. Very cool. That's awesome. Glad you like the videos. All right. There we go. But yeah, this is going to have servos when these two stick together. The servos have to open up pedals, and the pedals are kind of over here. And these pedals will, of course, be lined with teeth. BR, BL, so bottom right, bottom left. And they have to be curved in such a way where even when they're closed, you can see through them. Yes, the mask is going to open when the actor pushes a button. The actor will push a button, and then these will open up, and then close. It'll be it'll run through a show, basically, a programmed sequence when he hits the button.
Which is just about awesome.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. Right, left. Yeah, here it is, left and right. There we go. So these guys curve together to cover this one. And then these pedals will open up. And there's two more up here that will open up. So, yeah. We're getting there. I think it's going to be pretty good. Have you guys seen the hands that I made for him? This is a Demi-Gorgon. Demi Morgan hand. Yeah. This is a fat sausage hand. Demi Morgan hand. I need to do it so it's the other way. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. Latex mask with the other stuff, there's no structure underneath, you don't really need one. How to get the fingers to work. I moved my fingers. This is the way that I make extensions on gloves. Leroy, I cannot message you a price, but you can message me. I'm too busy right now to chase sales, but if you want to chase me down, I'll slow down for you. You can find me at Alan Hops on the Facebook, or you can message my YouTube channel, or you could email me at stiltbeast@gmail.com. You could do any of that. Or you could find Stilt Beast Studios on Facebook and message them. In that case, you're talking to my wife, who will make sure I do whatever you're asking. Because she is a merciless taskmaster. That's how she rolls.
Alright, so.
Thanks, Marlena. Do I want to come over Halloween night? I need a werewolf. You know what? Here's what sucks. And it's great. Last year, we opened Halloween night. It was on a Monday. And we thought, okay, Halloween's on a Monday. It's not going to be a big night, but we should open up. If we had opened up and we had like 200 people, we would not have opened on any weeknight Halloween. But we did like 1,300 people that night. We did a lot of people. So we're going to be open on Halloween no matter what, because a lot of haunts were not open. So we'll be open every freaking Halloween. That's not terrible. I love working, but it means that I'm not going to go visit a friend's home haunt to be a werewolf, which I would love to be. That would absolutely be a blast. But yeah.
So.
The Hairy Beastie says hello. He says hi guys and Lexi. So there you go.
Oh, mind being returned to the sky. Get out of the way. So with the sleeves. Also, with this, did you want it more cinched up here?
No, that's fine.
Okay. And then how did you want the sleeves done?
Why don't you play with it and pitch me away, and then I'll accept your pitch. All right, I think we've achieved stickiness. If I had $1 for every time I had to say that.
You'd be a richer man.
I would, actually. Normally I'd say I'd have $1, but no.
No.
In this case.
You might be a millionaire.
I'd be 1,000 or 100 heir.
1,000 or 100. I'm 100 heir. I have $200.
Yeah, if you have $200, then you are 100 heir.
What if you have less than 100?
Then you are not you are a dozenaire.
I'm a dozenaire.
You're a dozenaire.
Yeah. College books are expensive.
Okay. So that all stuck down just fine. Up here I didn't have quite enough. And I took a little chunk out of it because it's a little bigger. Because, you know, when I sculpted it, I made up for the glaze. Now, here's where I'm doing some mixed media stuff. Yeah, you glued most of it down with latex, but I'm going to hold these little flaps down with contact cement. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you not just use one thing on all of it? Well, because I just want more aggressive tack, and I'm going to have weight, a little more weight on this. Sounds good. Yep, that's hot. In case you were wondering. All right, I'm also going to treat my seam with contact cement. Normally you would treat your seam with latex or something, but again, I want a little bit more stiffness out of it. So I'm going to thicken up some contact cement with polyfiber, and then I will, you know, mix it up really good and use that as a thickening agent. Okay. El Capo. Oh yeah, so what else is cool about this Fearwear shirt? Glows in the dark. Like it glows in the dark. Lexi, did you turn the lights off? Behold! Okay, well, can you tell that it glows in the dark? I can tell that it glows in the dark. But maybe you guys can't.
Music?
Anyway. It does, it really glows in the dark.
Face that way. No, there's still too much light. We'll have to wait for it to get dark outside. What?
I thought Rob was about to walk in, so I was going to scare him. But I think Rob's in the bathroom, so that would have been my wife, and that would have been terrible.
That would have been
Because she
terrible.
probably has like trays of food, you know.
There might have been crying.
I head up an annual haunted house at my work every year, and I want to do a Children of the Corn / haunted corn maze for one section. Any thoughts? My first thought is you're ambitious. Making a lot of fake corn is tough. Now, with projectors, you could project a small projector, back it up enough, you could project a whole wall with a cornfield. And that'd be kind of cool.
I'm not with
What?
Oh yeah, that's right. I wonder where that was.
It was just lost.
Alan Moss. The only man who would lose a kayak.
I have 5 kayaks.
That
Okay.
doesn't really faze me. It's the losing of one of your 5 kayaks. It's like,
I didn't lose it, I misplaced it.
how is that different?
I got it back.
So you lost it and then you found it.
No, I misplaced it, and then I replaced it.
You did not replace it.
Yeah, it was misplaced. Then it was suddenly placed again.
Replacing it means you have to get a new one.
Well, not always.
That's generally what the term means.
Everything in its place, it means it was in the wrong place. You can take something off of a shelf and then replace it.
I suppose you can.
Kids think they know everything. I say that because you're 11. Yeah, so if you have an upper respiratory infection, don't inhale a bunch of polyfiber.
Do you think wearing a mask would be a good idea?
That would be brilliant.
If I don't wear a mask, so
I should do that. I'm not going to do that, Lexi. You know how it is.
Because you're sick, you should bend your own summer cold
Cool.
so you can get well.
Well, you could use cardboard boxes and make a fake tractor front. There you go. Thank you, Lexi. You could use cardboard boxes and make a fake, like the front of a tractor, you know, like a John Deere tractor or whatever, and then rig up a car horn to a drill, and then the scare is you know, it's like the car horn. Ezekiel says hi, Shannon.
Hi, Ezekiel.
With bacon, tomatoes.
Okay, so I now have contact cement paste. I'm going to put a little bit more in. Rutcher. But Lexi, she's found the food. She's in it. What you having?
Wrapped with goat cheese, tomatoes, bacon.
You had to get goat cheese.
And goat cheese.
Yeah, so with Children of the Corn, of course, you have scarecrows, and you can do a bunch of mannequin scarecrows, but you know, there's other options too. Don't forget that farms have tractors. Don't forget that farms have, you know, various types of livestock. A lot of more people than you would think are afraid of birds.
I hate birds.
Lexi is afraid of most animals, I have learned. Frogs, right out.
Rabbits.
Rabbits,
I'm allergic to them. I have a real reason.
rabbits, doesn't like the rabbits.
I have a real reason for those.
Are you implying that your reason for not liking other animals is not a real reason?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just mental? That's like, I have problems. Trying to work through some stuff.
I admit to it. Embrace it.
One thing scares me is a monkey with a gun. You just don't know what that monkey's going to shoot at.
There's a good YouTube video for that.
Those gorillas, military gorillas, handed that AK.
Yes.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Mhm.
That's so good.
Now that was a promo for Planet of the Apes. Did you know that?
No.
Not a real video.
Really?
That was a promo for Planet of the Apes, and it was all digital. Well, the gorillas were real. Not like, sign language gorillas, but like,
Spelled with a U.
yeah, with the gorillas with a U. That sounds like, you know, like a nice guy took over this gorilla army. Gorillas with a U. Like it's their marketing. I'm going to get a little bit of fabric to put over this and blend this edge a little better. And I have the fabric that we'll use it on dead feet. And I use it on his body quite a bit too. I'm just going to cut off a little wide swath of this. Scissors.
I can make them here. They're not great for cutting fabric,
Awesome.
but I made it happen.
Thanks for giving me your crappy scissors.
You're welcome. They're yours. Oh, here's some good ones.
Face.
No, these are good ones that are stuck in front of your face. I like.
Okay. With a these. This one I went back to a more liquid contact cement because I want spreadability, which probably is a real word. And again, really, the more I do to this, the more I add on, the more little seams and stuff I have to hide. So normally I'm very careful about stuff like this. But I know those petals are going to be here and attached. So it's I'm going to have a time with this anyway. And I want this to be a permanent bond, so I am putting it on both sides. So I'm a little bit sick right now. My wife was sick for 3 days with like a cold, sinus infection. And I have been sick really yesterday and today. But I went to the doctor last night, 7 p.m. because I ain't got time to get sick. They gave me a Z-Pack with some sweet, sweet antibiotics, yo.
Those are magical.
And, you know.
Aren't you glad you don't live in the 11th century in that particular moment?
You know what? I would just eat a lot of mold. Like if I had to live in the 11th century, you have to tell a story because I have to think.
They were good times. So, story, I guess.
Go tell a story.
I hate being sick. Hi, Eddie, being sick is awful. I actually had horrible sinus infections recently and it was the worst. Haunting when you're like, can't breathe out of your nose is insane. Especially if you have like a mask that like, luckily I didn't at the time, but yeah. There's been times when I've like sneezed, and sneezing scares people, turns out. I didn't know that until I lunged at someone and sneezed downward, and they kind of lost their mind. Wasn't expecting it, but you know, yeah.
Were we not expecting?
Somebody to lose their mind when I sneezed in their general direction.
Yeah. That's a good scare.
It was kind of great. I had all sticky coldness.
First, let me put the sink back together before you wash your hands.
You broke your sink?
No. When we filled the bucket last time, we did not put the hose back in.
Good time.
Is that so it's broken?
No, I put it back in. It just took a while to fix it. Okay. What your story about sneezing?
Yeah.
Well, bet that was riveting for everybody at home.
You didn't say it had to be a good story.
I didn't say it had to be good. You're right.
You gotta have more specific instructions.
How dare I assume that you would add some entertainment value, Lexi? Maybe next time, instead of a story, interpretive dance, or
She does karaoke.
haiku. You could perform a haiku.
I could perform haiku.
How you doing, Rob?
Oh.
Exasperated sigh of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that because of food?
Mm-hmm.
Rob found the food. This is known as the non-working hour.
I could sing it though. That's
You could sing a haiku.
no, I can just sing after him.
All right. So it
Go
is
sing the song I'm listening to right now. You can-
set up. Oh, very cool. Glad you made dead bodies. Hello, Rodney Pope. What's the best paint for EVA foam? I base mine out in spray paint because it has no problem with that. So that's what I normally base in, and then normally I use latex mask paint on it because I have a lot of that on hand. If it's going to flex, you want a flexible paint. If it's not going to flex, then don't worry about it. Yep, I have used the fake spray bottle for sneezing. Works great. Didn't I give that as a tip to somebody like last week? Yeah.
I think we were talking about share my stuff with the actor training. And you talked about
No, I mentioned it on like a live video.
Oh.
How long is the set time for this mix? Depends on how thin it is. If it's real thick, I can leave it in the cup for a couple hours. But out and thin like that, it's going to be firm in 15, 20 minutes. Are you afraid of koalas, kangaroos, or wombats, Lexi?
Not a huge fan of kangaroos. I don't like things that do the jumping thing.
Koalas will rip your face off.
But they don't do the jumpy thing with the haunches. It weirds me out. I'm not afraid. I just don't like them.
You're not afraid of kangaroos, but you have a healthy respect for them.
Yeah.
They're just big red.
That's And every now and then you get those like muscle jacked kangaroos.
Oh.
They look a little
Those are
scary.
kinda scary.
I want to fight them. Punch them.
You would want to.
You better be careful.
Oh, an animatronic pumpkin head mask. That's awesome.
They'll bring you one and you'll die, and then Shannon will have to kill some people, and then it'll be
Well, I can give her a hint. Don't try to do it with alcohol. The man hurts.
Thank you, Scott, for adding that mask mix. Eating candy corn and watching my live feed.
I
Very
love
cool.
candy corn. I don't know why people hate it. It is amazing.
So Linnell put candy corn in a mix of something. It was candy corn and peanuts.
No,
Yes.
candy corn by itself.
No, no, no.
You don't need to mix
That's
it.
just you're eating sugar. Just pour bags of sugar down your throat. Yeah, I can't eat candy corn all by itself. It's got to be with something.
If I'm gonna eat straight sugar, I don't want to make it healthy. I
It
just
was
wanna eat straight
M&M's.
sugar.
It was peanuts. It was candy corn. Something else.
Straight up candy.
No
Not,
thanks.
that's not where it's at. That's, Rob's diabetic. You almost killed him by talking about it.
Just stop you at candy corn.
There used to be this candy called Brock's, and then everything came in like weird shiny foil packaging.
That still exists.
They were like all kinds of amazing flavored caramels.
Yeah, it's old people candy.
I had to buy a bunch of that for work today because all the trick-or-treaters, I couldn't use branded candy, so they couldn't have like a Hershey bar in their bag. So,
Everybody kept asking, "Where's the Mary Janes?"
whose eyeball was it in the eyeball candy, if you know?
I don't remember. It was.
Evo.
Eva. Yes, it was Eva.
You know why I'm fairly good with names?
Well,
So I decided to be fairly good with names. I
I got a lot
made it.
going on.
I made it a priority.
There's so many other things in life you remember people's names and then just tell you their names and there's tricks to be like,
But it makes people feel good if you remember their name.
you can make them think you remember their name.
so we did do an additional shoot with Eva and all of them because she didn't have a makeup on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a scene of us masking her, realizing she's not one of us, and then taking her head off her necklace,
That's uplifting.
which leads into what you wanted to see.
Nice. There's so much fabric.
Your face is so much fabric.
There's so much fabric on your face.
Those little bits of my table on this, I think it just adds texture.
I just was already here. So
I was waiting for
I hate to be in your
She was on time, Rob.
Oh, I don't know. I had to stop somewhere and pick something up for somebody.
Oh yeah, I left my wallet at work, so I had to make Rob go back and get it.
I had to make Rob go back and get it.
I was just leaving dark hour.
I'm like, have you left yet? I'm done. Okay. Now this is kind of nice
We should have these
piece.
things first.
Now that that is all one nice piece.
Not that hard.
Yeah.
I just put it on.
Really want to push that edge down because I don't want that to peel up. What do you mean your candy corn is made with honey? That's communism. What is-
All candy corn is made with honey.
What do you mean candy corn is
Candy
made?
corn is literally made with honey.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
It's sugar.
It's honey.
So because of his beard, Rob looks like he's about to play Joseph in his church play.
Okay.
Lexi, get out of the way so they can see Joseph Rob.
This is not a Technicolor green coat.
No.
Yeah, I mean like stepdad Joseph.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Oh, and I figured out how to zoom in, but there we go.
do you mean you cheated on me with God?
Drop bears. There you go.
Hold on. I'm holding on to something else.
Hey.
Linda Forbes says you're supposed to wear a mask when you sweep the shop. Not stepdad zombie, just stepdad Joseph. He's not a zombie.
No, they're insinuating Son is.
All right, so like when a lot of people say like they read the Bible, I've read like parts of the Bible, but I didn't like finish it. It's not like, oh man, I couldn't put it
Well,
down.
you really missed that ending.
Yeah, I couldn't put it down. That was not my experience.
I've read several books cover to cover.
Well, yeah, is the Bible one of them?
No,
It's
like
really
several
not.
of
It's
the
not set up like
several
that.
of the books of the Bible.
Yes, yes.
Is
But
what I meant.
then we start getting into which version.
True, there's. No, I didn't do it upside down.
There's the King James version, which most people know, the International version, the Yankee Bible
Which is-
Dictionary, the Gnostic Gospels,
which
the
is
Lost
fun.
Gospels.
Fun fact: the Bible is one of my textbooks this semester.
Oh yeah. What's the
Yeah.
class that your Bible, that a
World
Bible is
literature.
textbook?
Makes sense.
We are reading it along with.
What literature?
World literature.
Okay, cool. That makes perfect sense.
Sure.
We're reading it alongside the Greek myths.
Awesome. The Egyptian myths have.
I'm one of those weirdos who I respect all religions. Like, just like if I watch you make up a religion, I'm not going to respect that.
Oh, so you don't like flying spaghetti monsters?
No, I'm not down with the flying spaghetti monster, folks. You know, like I saw that get made up, so I don't believe it. But yeah, there was a very cool Star Trek: The Next Generation episode where there was a godlike being who appeared to many of the crew as a god from their culture. That was kind of neat.
Wow. Okay. I haven't seen
Was
it.
So it's like, oh yeah, to you I'm this,
Was that
and he
with
changed
Q
for
in it?
Worf, and to you I'm this. No, it wasn't Q.
It wasn't cute.
That was a mission at Farpoint. That was the very first episode. Wow, I just failed every nerd test.
You are a giant nerd. You will never know the touch of a woman.
Alan, don't set yourself up for things you don't want the real answer to.
Okay, so remember I showed you that paste? It's thickening up because I didn't make a lot of it. So it's getting thicker like already in the cup. But I'm putting it on top of what I just put down. It'll give a little bit of texture, but it'll also hide my seams. Hide your crimes, kids. Hide your crimes. Probably not good advice for children.
Yeah.
So let's just say hide your crimes. And then whoever's listening can interpret that as they will.
Don't do anything bad. You have to do something bad, don't get caught. You get caught,
Don't do
You didn't learn it from me.
lie. You get caught lying, deny.
That's
You're such a role
that explains a
model,
lot
Rob.
about you, Rob.
You're
That little
such a role model.
thing that just happened with you. Look, there's just morals out in the open for everybody.
I don't know if
Put those tiny things away. They'll get hurt
I
later.
don't know if that's a good story. I had to get all my philosophy books for class in college. I paid for every book except for ethics. I stole
You
mine.
stole the ethics
I
book
stole my ethics book
just on principle.
just for the story, just so I could tell that story.
Okay.
Kind of why I alligator wrestled. Just so at some point down the road, say, I used to be an alligator wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I stole my ethics.
And now my, one of my better friends is he's the art director of Gatorland.
I don't know if I'd wrestle an alligator.
When you say it's called wrestling an alligator, you're not actually wrestling an alligator. It's not like,
No.
You're
here we go.
You're sitting on it and hitting it.
You have a kid, and he always picks out the biggest alligator in the ring. And it's a ring that's an island. There's an island that's 30 foot across from end to end, and then there's a 8-foot wide moat of water that's about 2 foot deep. And there's about 20 to 30 alligators in there. The kid always picks out the biggest one, or close to the biggest one, so they're kind of used to it. And the biggest they get is 7 feet. You can't wrestle an alligator bigger than 7 feet because he will just get up and walk away while you're on his back,
Yes.
and because he don't care. So, yeah, but it's always the same. You grab him by the tail, and you have to drag him up onto the sand. And then there's a whole show that you do. The first thing is you get in position, and you're holding the alligator's mouth, and you're sitting on his back. And you always say, "What's the most dangerous part of an alligator?" And people will yell the mouth, the tail, the claws, or whatever. And then you always go, "There's a hint in how I'm sitting," because you're holding onto his mouth and you're holding it closed. Yeah. and then you go through, you run your finger over the top of their head, and their eyeball pops in. You make a joke about how his eyeballs are like the headlamps on a Corvette.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been a while, but I remember most of the spiel still.
Thank you for being my wonderful model, Rob.
No worries.
There's getting so much rabbits that actually hand tack things and then secure them in the machine.
Your face hand tax thing.
No, my hands hand tack things. That's why it's called hand tacking, not face tacking.
Your face, well, if you applied yourself,
But then it would be face tacking.
which maybe there's a market for that, Lexi.
I don't think I want to be a part of that.
All right, so this is now firmly attached. And my seam shows up because of color, not because of a difference in depth. And holding it this close to my face, I can really smell that contact cement.
I can smell it from here.
If I can smell it, everyone should be able to smell
You're
it.
going to Alabama or Georgia?
I'm going to Alabama. This weekend, I'm doing actor training at Warehouse 31 in Pelham, Alabama. Pelham. Is it Pelham or Pelham?
Probably Pelham.
I think that probably depends on the accent.
No.
No. You had to have fat mouths to see Kurt dog laying outside the room. Turn left down.
Did my contact cement look like delicious paste? I'm sorry I made you hungry.
Oh. Who wants to eat contact cement? You need to see a doctor.
Sound like pica?
Yeah, Leone Pitts, I don't believe in that one either because I watched him make it up. That's how that goes.
Which one?
Ah,
Hawaiian spaghetti.
there we go. Okay, I'm sorry.
In Australia, Jedi's recognize your religion.
It's always a good idea to wear a mask.
We're
Okay.
doing what?
Sweeping the shop floor.
Why
But
is-
honestly, he really can't get a good dust up going because there's so much crap on the floor. Really, he cleaned like 4 square feet.
Well, before I got pulled into this.
And now, once Rob is done with what he's doing over there, he's actually going to help me put pants onto this guy. Take his hands off.
He's wearing pants.
But I want to go black.
So you have black pair of pants?
I do. Tights, we'll call them. Right here.
Those are pants.
That's why it's called pants.
You're not Lulu though.
Give me your man card. I'm going to bedazzle it and then hand it back to you.
I think he lost his a while back.
Probably when I
Probably.
run prom queen at dark hour.
Probably.
I
I
don't
have a
think
feeling
you
it was before that though.
You can't keep your man card and be prom queen, Rob.
One or the other.
Contradiction of ideals.
So
I
I've
still
never
have
been
to
prom
drink
queen. Does that mean I have a man card still?
Oh, you have not yet been issued one,
That's what you think.
but you could be issued one down the road.
Could I?
Yeah. Pants.
I think I'm okay.
There's a lot of power in being
You know, if that would be the only reason I wanted to do this.
Power and what?
able to pee stand.
Oh man.
I wish.
What's awesome is that maybe more info than a lot of folks need, but
It's fine.
I can pee from my kayak while I'm fishing without getting out of it. That's the best.
That's kind of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to
It's
get out
got
of
20 different answers to that particular question. I don't want to know any of them.
there?
What?
It's not so bad. can't just be like, oh, I have to go a little bit. You have to build up some pressure.
I have to build up.
Yeah, pressure is involved.
You're like leaning a
And
little over
it's
the-
important. It helps if you know the direction of the wind.
That helps.
Like, lick your finger and know which way the wind is blowing.
You want to do that before you go, right? The
Yeah.
licking your finger part.
Right.
For hygiene purposes.
Again, I love this saw. This is a battery-operated Sawzall, one-handed. And one day I really want to get in a knife fight with this. I just think that would be awesome. Anyway, I digress.
I can do that with-
Rob, was my battery low on my phone? Or you just put it on the charger out of habit? Actually, you plugged it in, but you didn't plug the charger into the phone.
No, I didn't plug anything in.
You just put it on there.
Okay. Well, when it gets a low battery, it'll tell me.
I think she's almost done.
Alright.
Well, I'm moving on, man. I got stuff to do.
Give me.
Can't wait on
10
Rob all the
seconds.
time.
Rob, start taking it off.
Oh, Phil.
If I had a dog.
You have to go.
I'd have two dogs.
There you go.
Actually, what I want you to do, Rob, as soon as you can, is just go to the camera, make sure this isn't a terrible angle for what's happening.
Oh, it's the best angle.
No, I don't know that it is. Film my feet or something. Looks
Just filming your butt.
sure it looks bad.
How we can fix it
Oh, the crotch strap is on. I gotta undo the crotch strap.
is if we come to the
Gotta
side
move
here.
the crotch strap.
Hi. Hi. How's it going, everybody? What are you doing here? Hey, nothing.
Rob did the exact opposite of what you said.
Yeah, Rob doesn't listen.
I help.
Rob only has the viewers in mind.
Yes, I want to make sure we get the most viewers.
The most viewers.
You have been banned from YouTube. No. It is awesome looking. Thank you, Knives, Fish, and Firearms.
Sounds like Alan's kind of person.
Of course I have a plan. For the record, this is the same way that you catch an emu. You put a sock over your hand backwards, and then you grab their beak, and then you run it up over there. And then they can't run anywhere because they can't see. And they're like, you're so jerky. Let me show you how to help me.
Okay.
Put that back up on my arms.
Okay.
We're gonna go, you work on this one,
Okay.
and you're gonna go inside out.
All right.
Yeah. There you go. Just start working it.
Yeah.
Because now, you're working that side, I'm working this side. Now we're not rubbing it against the form, you know what I mean?
And none of this is a good conversation.
It's really not.
All they can see is the side of your head, so,
I can fix that.
let's see. Sew the thing.
I'm working on it. There's a lot of time here.
Gotta make sure his butt is,
Right. Tucked.
yes, make sure his butt is right.
And you want all the bend around the knees.
I'm gonna put some sag in the knee once I know the pants are all the way up. So what do y'all do on Thursdays?
That was a hammer.
That's my hammer.
Okay.
Good ear.
Sometimes I forget. Fire tends to run in here.
All right, so now you got to line up my footholds with my leg posts. Are you doing the heavy lifting?
Yeah, go ahead.
What'd you just do?
I broke it. But no.
Where?
How do you run?
Okay.
Good enough.
Great.
Hammer.
Please, Hammer. Don't hurt him. Congratulations, you're now wearing black pants.
Black pantalones. Pantalones.
Great, super.
Great, great.
Pour up another one of those for me.
Yes, sir.
Here is your, you know what? Hold off. Pouring up another one.
Hold off.
So, yeah, hold off, because that's our latex right now,
That's it?
and I don't want to use it.
Yeah.
I'll grab more next week.
Good.
Nice, hairy beastie. Nice. Because the same place that I wrestled alligators, we had emus. And we had uncooperative emus. Because they are actually velociraptors.
Have you ever heard of the Great Emu War?
No.
Ezekiel would know about it. Australia fought 2 Great Emu Wars and lost both.
To emus?
The emus won both wars.
Okay, well that's great. Maybe we should bring that up.
What?
Maybe we shouldn't bring that up. That would make our friends mad, maybe. You don't know. Alright.
Should have had a better anti-emu plan.
It's all fun and games. The emus get organized.
Why do I just see an emo holding a sign that says emu?
Not emo.
Emu. There's a difference, I swear.
Yes, a bird, but not a flock of seagulls.
That's a different type of emo. We still don't know how far he ran away.
Who asked you, Lexi? Who asked you? She's clapping because I threw it like a... Have I ever had a normal job? Yeah, I told you I was an alligator wrestler. Right?
I used to deliver pizzas.
I delivered pizza for 3 weeks. I was a dishwasher at a restaurant for 2 weeks. That was not for me.
The answer is yes, you've had 2 normal jobs.
And since then, I always use a straw. Because I never washed a glass. It's like, okay, I don't see any lipstick. I'm just going to dunk it in the water and go.
So how do you feel about the paper straw movement?
I was just in California, and they have little reed straws. They're like reeds. They're like
That's fine.
swamp reeds.
Around here, the places that want to be eco-friendly use paper straws, and you're about halfway done with your drink, and there's no more straw.
It's getting soggy.
No, the straw's gone. It's just paper at that
Wow.
point, and you're just eating it. You're like,
It should be wax paper at least. Maybe you should drink faster, Lexi.
it was a frozen beverage. Those are hard to drink quickly.
When we went to MHC, we needed straws for our water bottles for still walking. And I grabbed like 100 straws from a Taco Costco.
Okay.
I still have them. I wonder what they're worth on the black market.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Give it
Lots of
another-
places still have
Give it
straws.
another 10 years.
So,
Keep it with all my spicy water with ketchup.
a lot of people don't know this,
You're gonna sell that by the bottle.
but for the care of your shop stools, every couple of months they shed their skin. And they like to go into a quiet place and give them something rough to rub up against, or you can help them get out of their old skin by just peeling it off. You know, this shop stool will have a nice new shiny
I can borrow
skin
one of your arms.
underneath of this old skin once it gets removed. Shop stools are a lot like snakes, you know, with the snake shedding and that kind of thing. I just thought I'd give you guys that tip. What happens when you use this as a stand for spraying lots of latex layers on something? You get some latex layers. Lexi, why do you only need Rob when I need Rob? Which is like once a year. So what's going on?
Because I don't have an extra arm.
If you're a dude.
Okay.
That's gross, Rob.
Have you met Rob?
Like I said, I didn't know I was capable of it when you're.
You buckling the crotch strap?
I am.
Thanks. Where did you buy those shelf slash storage things? I got them from Home Depot. They're about $300, and they are tool shelves, tool cabinets, rolling tool cabinets. This is the Husky brand, and then I put tops on them that were bigger so I could put clamps on them. There you go. I'm answering the hard questions tonight. Ezekiel says, I think we have emus under control now, Lexi.
No.
And he said that in a rather imperious tone. I could tell
Could you?
through the text.
Could
Yes. Yes.
Did you offend him?
I guess I offended him. Can I borrow your arm again while you're eating?
Hey, line cook. You know what? I love fishing for alligator gar. That's like the fish that I love to catch. They're the funnest. Well, now, a cassowary is different than an emu because they have that toe hook sharp bit. And they're kickers. I think you would do the same thing, except get their feet too. Like, stop their feet first. Maybe bolus. Yeah. Maybe do that. But what I have to do now, so this is taller than he will actually be. Because he's going to be on the 15-inch stilts. So he'll be a little bit shorter than that. But that's nice. That's a good height.
Josh got all of his hours on stilts. He's
Oh, great.
done.
He's show ready?
He's sure ready. I made him help me run plastic on stilts. I'm like, hey, get on stilts, 3 hours.
That works.
So what I'm doing now, so you guys know, is I'm visualizing. I know that the stilt wraps are going to come to the knees. So I want it smooth down to the knee. And then at the knee, we bunch. Above the knee, no bunch. Okay. This is the area that we really have to decorate for the monster. I'm going to go ahead and cut what I don't need off here a little bit.
May I use Rob one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta do the other one.
How much does this body form weigh? What do you think? 12 pounds?
I would say, yeah.
10, 12 pounds. It's not, it doesn't weigh a lot at all. Maybe 15 tops. You should have a man card. Like, you should have a man card if you are a man. That's how it works. But it's not like a physical thing. It's a metaphorical man card. Yes. If you did something manly that day you punched your man card. It's good. Hello, chicken farmer. Yes, we finished everything. Sorry you missed it while you were gone, but all the projects I was doing are done. And now Rob is going to do stand-up comedy while dressed as Joseph from Bethlehem.
Joseph from Bethlehem.
So Jesus was the most limber guy in the Bible because he tied his
All right.
ass
So anyway, over here we have a Demi Morgan right there is happening. That was a joke just for you, chicken farmer. Well, half a joke anyway, because Rob.
Rob's not allowed to tell full jokes.
No, Rob doesn't get full joke privileges. Not since the incident.
Nonsense. That was a scary day.
I have to plug in. Yes, some guys should have their man card revoked. I agree. There we go. All right. There we go. What I have to do now is visualize Demi Morgan thighs. That rhymed in a way that made me think of Private Eyes. They're watching you.
Yeah.
Demi Morgan thighs. I'm holding it in my hand, Rob.
Oh.
And the Demi Gorgon skips leg day.
Evidently.
These are some twiggy legs, man. There is no definition, not a quad to be seen.
Does Demi Morgan skip leg day?
He's not doing squats.
No, our monster's not going to skip leg day. That's for shizzle. And that means for sure, in case you're wondering, Lexi.
How does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? Full prison.
I know slang. I don't know modern slang, but I know 90s slang.
Wait, are you saying that
No way.
faux shizzle is not modern slang?
According to my brother who just graduated high school, is not.
No one says faux shizzle anymore?
Apparently no one cool says faux
Yeah,
shizzle.
they say fleek.
See, but the teachers
That's
probably
even
still
like
say it.
The teachers probably still say it, so you know, that's what really matters.
So then you get a whole classroom of teenagers going, the eye roll.
What's great is when you're an uncool person who adopts the new cool hip saying and it suddenly becomes uncool. I ruined everything for my brother growing up.
Okay, so Lexi, remember when you sewed these on backwards and then fixed them?
Yes?
You fixed it with a twist in it. Can you imagine how uncomfortable it would be to have a twist of nylon right in between your legs, just sawing at you
I can imagine.
every step you take,
I can,
just weaseling its way through your taint?
So we're gonna give that
terrible.
to Slum.
They did figure it out eventually.
Yeah, loosen it.
Gotta think about actor comfort. It's impotent.
Or that will make you impotent.
They feel like they were doing
No.
I was gonna say it.
Pick a bearded guy, Rob. Come on.
I was gonna say, you do not look like Abraham.
I do not.
No. You're too short.
I look like. I'm just not even gonna say it. It's funny. I'm just not gonna say it.
Rob walks on stilts. He could be Abraham Lincoln.
On stilts.
I was Uncle Sam for many years.
I wanted to
at
make.
parades.
I wanted to make a character called Uncle Slam, and he was a basketball player.
That's everything.
Uncle Slam, who was a basketball player.
Yeah, he was all had the big tricolor afro wig. Everything was like
Yes!
USA, USA.
So like Harlem Globetrotters on steroids?
Yes, something like that. It's when we were.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to like go in here to fix this crotch strap. Cover me.
If I heard $1,
Go
I
in.
heard that.
You have $3
I
now?
have $3. Cover me
I
while
put
I
it
go.
backwards on purpose, just so you have to do that.
Cover me while I go fix this crotch strap. There we go.
Luke's arm.
There we go.
You like you're about to get tangled up and everything?
No.
Okay. This arm, I
I don't want to put anything in here because your legs, the legs probably rub together quite a bit while you're walking. That'd be uncomfortable. So I'm going to do a couple muscles. I'm going to do one that comes this way, straight down the front,
You want to sit down?
with a little bit of a curve to it. And then I'll do one that wraps from the back.
I don't want to do it.
I'm going to do it with buttocks.
Show someone else.
Yeah. Recipe paint. Airbrush for the win.
Not doing
No, I know.
depth perception is hard.
What's hard?
Depth perception is difficult.
Your face is difficult.
It is.
I know it's
I have to get a marker. Then Rob,
Yes, sir.
these two tubs
Yeah?
need to go in the other room.
Okay.
This tub needs to go there until that rope is finished. That's all it's waiting on.
Your kayak is on the back porch against that door. All the upholstery foam's in there, as well as your fishing.
Okay.
I didn't want to leave that outside. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm probably going to find a Prozane for the next 2 weeks. I got some really weird looks stuck in traffic driving.
Oh, I bet. You can see the road right here. Oh, it's still driving. You can see the road.
Okay, so that's the shape that I need for muscle number 1. I'm going to cut that, trace it for muscle number 2. To do that, I have to clean off table space. Which I will say is moderately frustrating, considering how often we have to clean the shop. I think the shop would stay clean.
No. This
That
one
would make
goes there.
sense.
Yeah, it's over there out of the way.
I get it. And I'll get these out of the way, and then we can make you a table. Tap the
It's not make a table, it's just clean up a table.
How does it hurt you on the desk?
Herculean.
Hercules. You dear fool.
Yeah, I kind of restocked us a little bit. Like we were low on tongue depressors. I got Velcro, I got tongue depressors.
Gotta have those tongue depressors for medical emergencies.
He uses it for soap.
Way to make sense, Rob.
Oh. I'm just taking into account our viewing audience.
Sure.
Shut up.
That's people works once, Rob.
Stand. So I put Justin in the Darkling page as well.
Wait a minute, what?
In the Darkling page. I was going to talk to you about that too, see if you had any interest in just paying attention, but I know you're so busy. No way.
I don't know, man.
Apparently, I got a founding member badge.
Yeah.
For doing nothing.
We're still really early in inception, so anybody who's listening think it's a founding member badge.
Party.
I don't get one.
No badges.
You're
for
not a
Rob.
founding member.
No, I'm just an admin.
You're just a lowly admin.
Hey Rob, what does your shirt say?
God damn it.
What does that mean?
It's a philosophical joke.
Okay.
That's what it's about. It's about philosophy.
There you go.
Did somebody ask?
Yes. Uncle Slam. People are laughing.
Well, then I've done my job there. Even though you didn't let me finish my joke.
It was a bad joke.
You didn't know the punchline.
Just because it's a effective
Okay.
joke does not mean it's a
You guys talk for a bit. I'm gonna eat some food. Where'd the food go?
It's right there.
Huh.
And an effective joke is the definition of a good joke.
Sorry.
No worries.
He's not sorry.
Now, what are these?
tomato, chicken, bacon, pomegranate, goat cheese.
I'll eat all that stuff.
They're really, really good.
They are
really, really
delicious.
tasty. Okay, so let's focus on getting to a functioning table. Where do you want the proximity of the table? Because this one would be the easiest to clear.
No.
No?
Here's that.
That one. Gotcha.
Another
Right.
back. All right. So right now I am working on adding draping to a sleeve, but I did it in a different order this time because I thought it might work better. I was wrong. But once I finish draping over the sleeve, I should be done with all of that, and then we get to distress it. Which I feel like I've already distressed it a lot by manhandling it.
Is that thunder?
Under.
Thunderstruck.
Man, I walked into the shop today. Brent was listening to some real country version of AC/DC.
That's wrong.
Take your line, cook.
Line cook, that's a fun name.
I don't know why we got a random Thundercats hoe.
What?
Thundercats hoe.
There's never a bad time for Thundercats.
Thundercats ho! Thunder, 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 Thundercats ho! Yeah. I was also like a Silverhawks guy. I like Silverhawks too.
Silverhawks is good.
I know what Thundercats is.
You make me sad. You and your youngness.
It's not my youngest, it's my lack of interest in movies as a child.
No. Like some part.
Some part.
Because you probably weren't even born until Thundercats had way gone off the air.
Thundercats probably went off the air in '87.
Yeah, I don't even know if my parents had met at that point. My parents met in the 90s.
Oh. Stop talking.
I think Thundercats only lasted like 3 years.
That was a great show.
Didn't
I do
last
know
as
what
long
it
as-
is though. I have heard of it and I could identify the Thundercats. I could be like, those are Thundercats.
Well, good for you.
Oh, here.
Which is more than most things.
Keep those nearby. That's empty. Thundercats hose. Char's like, don't call me that. Straw. Hey, look, straws. No straws. For those of you in California.
California today.
You're missing out.
So are they like illegal in California now? Or are they just highly frowned upon?
They're illegal in some places. They're trying to do away with them.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know.
What cracked me up about all that was Starbucks started selling environmentally friendly straws in plastic packaging. And that was okay.
Yep.
Like, guys,
The plastic packaging isn't going to get stuck in sea turtle movies, apparently.
You hold the sea turtle just right.
Right?
Don't doubt my skills.
I wasn't doubting. I was affirming. That was the noise of affirmation.
You'd be amazed what I can jam up in a sea turtle.
You said it, not me.
he'll be here all week, folks. Make sure to try the veal.
What's funny is I really didn't even think about the connotation of that
No?
until I said it.
You make us all sad, Lex. Aw.
Why did
Hey, David.
Because you're 11 years old
I'm not 11 years old.
and your parents did not meet.
Casey Dixie? That's funny.
You're
That's
out
pretty
of water,
good.
by the way.
We're now out of water.
Yep.
We're all out of water.
Yep.
We're so lost without it.
Yeah, I don't know why we got the thunder. Oh. I love your werewolf costume, Alan.
Awesome.
They probably mean costume. Way to be a jerk, Rob. Maybe they're dyslexic.
My mom's dyslexic. Can I still make fun of her?
Judge free zone.
Got depth.
Intellectual depth.
Inter-
It says lax depth.
That's what it says on the back.
Hey, Rob.
Yo. Oh.
One more time.
Am I completely dawning?
I just need your arm again.
Oh, okay.
For now.
One more.
There might be another time after.
Silver dollar.
Don't tell me.
I now have this a leg muscle for this a leg, and this a leg muscle for that a leg.
Yeah?
That a leg sounds like a computer part.
I don't know.
Or a spare part to hit the way to Star Trek. What is that? The name of Star Trek?
Hayseed Dixie's a real band. You should Google them.
Oh, maybe it was them.
Probably was.
There's a really good series I like called Picking On series, and the bluegrass covers of like Honest Houses.
That actually sounds really good.
It was great.
Bluegrass and country are two different things.
So I do a lot of teaching and I do a lot of thinking about acting, and the Thundercats played a pivotal role in one of my lessons that I taught when I was a character teacher, character director at a Renaissance festival. We call like an 8-week program on character. And I was bringing about groups, and the Thundercats was one of my iconic groups. What are we talking about?
Music.
That's
You just dropped a new song. Yeah, the movie is amazing.
Rob, have you put like a gallon can of contact cement away recently?
Yes, it's right there. I just put it kind of out of the way while I was working on it.
He put it in a drawer. It's
it was-
taller than the drawer, and the
Yes.
drawer won't close. But Rob decided that that drawer right there was a great spot for contact
It was
cement.
a temporary holding spot. Temporary.
You're a
Temporary because the drawer won't close.
Temporary because I wasn't done cleaning and I was getting it out of my way.
Face isn't done cleaning.
Okay, alright, you know where the thing is to this?
Put it back, and then we'll here it is. Right there's the thing to it.
Hey Rob, about 40 minutes I need to put this whole thing on.
Is that 45 seconds or 4 to 5 seconds?
45.
4 to 5 seconds. Got it.
45. I have to wrestle with the fabric.
425 seconds.
Probably more accurate.
Smart people go get a paint can. I just like to just fight it and try it.
So did you just call yourself not smart?
Yeah.
Alright, Rob.
I call myself not smart a lot.
He does. You really should.
I don't know. Here's the problem. When I was younger,
People told you you were stupid.
no.
Wrong way.
Well, some people did, yes. But just like my immediate family. But often.
People told me I was smart, and I think that's probably
Failure, yeah. I knew that I had a bit of a superiority complex when I was younger because I lived in a very rural area. And I had 2 people live near me who were boys my age who I could play with. One of them was actually mentally underdeveloped. Like 10, 15 years behind it where he should have been.
Yeah.
The other one was a pathological liar,
Good times.
and he would occasionally boo himself.
Oh!
Yeah.
So you were like the cream of the crop.
Exactly. I thought I was like, boy, I'm doing pretty good. I haven't pooped myself in years. I'm doing great. I'm ready for society. Yeah. So, You have to. So I just temper.
I was the dumbest of the smart kids.
There you go.
I couldn't do math, but I could read better than any of them.
There you go.
So
That's how Harry Potter destroyed America.
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I started on Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter.
Have you read Harry Potter?
I have now. Oh, yeah.
See, there you go. That's the problem.
That's the problem. But I was already reading at a decent level before Harry Potter.
How old were you when you were reading Harry Potter?
I was allowed to read it in the second grade.
It's getting older.
But that was also when I was reading Shakespeare.
I read this comment the other day. Shakespeare had the easiest time in school because he didn't have to learn Shakespeare.
I have always enjoyed learning Shakespeare.
You know, I like Shakespeare too.
He's really witty.
I don't like all of it. I like
Not all of it.
a lot.
A lot of his stuff, Midsummer is my favorite.
I saw that performed once on rollerblades.
That sounds amazing.
I
No?
remember that one. It wasn't. It was, oh, could you be more 90s?
I like hearing
All right, so Rob,
Yes.
I appreciate that you tabletops for me. There was a piece of wire about this long.
Yes, it's right there.
It was a very important pokey tool for this.
I believe it's that piece that you're talking about?
Where?
The L shape? Because all
No.
those sculpting tools I took off.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a sculpting tool. It just looks like a piece of wire.
I didn't touch, I don't remember taking it off.
I found it. So you didn't take wire.
Ah, yes. I didn't touch that at all.
these days. We were civilized these days. I don't forget me.
See, if I was a good like freestyle rapper, I would, and I would just, you know.
Go! You got your beat. Start rapping, Alan. Give us haiku.
I'm good at wrapping Christmas presents, but that's really about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Side note.
And I'm about to do contact cement from latex. I'm going to spray some. Okay.
So did you get around Mr. Johnson's picture?
Yes. Thanks for my call. She added me on Facebook.
Bring me a shirt from home. Yeah, sure.
This is a Easy E sprayer. I buy mine from Clay Planet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I would never.
I appreciate that.
I have lots of.
I don't know what you just saw.
I'm working on it.
Jailbreak. That's a good song. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in town. Tonight there's gonna be trouble, so don't you be around. Then Lizzie.
Keep breaking
So he
it.
takes the paint off of it and he's shooting the ear with it and his eyes are closed.
That's a good story for a. I'm just giving you good stories, bro.
Oh, I heard a good story that way.
From who?
Ivan.
I haven't told how to tell stories.
It was a good
We just
one.
need to get Ivan here just to tell stories.
And you in a suit.
Oh, my naked suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good time. I scared a lot of people in my naked suit.
I'm sure you did, Alan. I'm sure you did.
I was like, yeah, out of my peripheral, I see a Megan Wolby charging me out of the shower. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do.
Was that Ivan's story?
Oh, there's more to it, right?
What camera?
I just pointed the camera lately. Drawing help. Allie can find my old friends and get horrible stories about me.
No? Why not?
Dan has told me.
Oh, you better get.
Anyway. So, I'm not shooting stuff.
I'm not doing this. Don't.
Saw a guy today who looked like Gene Simmons, and the kicker, he didn't know who Gene Simmons was.
I do not know who Gene Simmons is. Even I know who Gene Simmons is.
There once was a man called Ragnar the Red.
The one with the
We're not gonna
Ragnar
finish
the
that.
Red.
Hello, Tony's Dark Nightmares.
It's from
Not
Skyrim.
Tony Stark Nightmares. Tony's Dark Nightmares.
Ragnar the Red is from Skyrim.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Did they start
All right.
Ragnar Lothbrok?
I don't know.
Thing about the clogged spray gun is you don't just leave it alone a while, then it starts working. Not how that works.
Now when you're using contact cement in it.
I'm really only going to do 4 muscles on this thing. 2 here, 2 here. That'll do it. That was a big wad of snot that just came out of there.
If we're careful. And this sleeves are going to be different. It's fine. Asymmetrical. That's it. Alright.
What you doing, Lexi?
About to be done. Take it off.
I am the ghost of Christmas future.
Future. And then we're going to distress it.
Yes.
I'm guessing we'll do that. No, we can do it tonight. It's about an hour.
Yeah. So tonight's episode is 2 hours of me cleaning a spray gun.
Success!
Shooting carburetor cleaner into my eye.
That sounds fun.
No, not as fun as you'd think. Ugh.
Did we want the hood to also have some stuff, or the hood needed to be hood like the orange?
No, hood's good.
That's good. Okay. How am I gonna?
Okay.
Okay. So I guess done for now. So let's.
Remember the time you guys saw Alan go blind on YouTube? Sweet. I'm sorry you're not getting notifications. Look for the little bell. All that I know to say.
Wonky, it will not notify you unless you click the bell. Where do you want this paper on?
Right over there.
I need a tape.
Okay, what's that?
Fun fact, things don't feel very
Fun fact, what?
Pins don't feel good in your fingers.
No, yeah. When I stab myself with pins, I don't like it.
Like, it's okay when you're expecting it. You're like, yep, I'm about to stab myself with a pin. And it's like surprise. Really have no.
We have flow. All right. We have a little bit of flow. All right, drastic times call for drastic measures. I'd like to get some work done tonight. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see how this one does. Different gun. Pretty good. Should have some draw.
How distressed are you wanting this?
Medium. Okay.
I don't know if you'll be here.
So I should be here back Sunday night.
Okay. I can. Ah. What was that? Oh. Those are my fingers.
So this is how shop work gets slow. This is a 20-minute sprayer was working. I spray it, I glue them down, we're done. But the sprayer didn't work.
I'm borrowing this guy over here.
It's amazing how often that having to fix something to do a 5-minute job.
Yeah, it's
takes
fixing a
hours.
tool, it's finding tools. You know, that's why it's a big deal to put your tools away so you know where to look for them later. So this is new contact cement with the old gun.
Is it working?
No. So that tells me it's probably the tube of the gun. I'm gonna do one more shoot out of this. Just cause. Try and get that snot out of there. Hey Rob,
Yes, sir.
come over here.
Yeah.
See the butter hanging out of this tube?
Yeah.
Grab onto it and pull it. Now,
Ooh.
let's see if this guy will do it. Seems better. This is a gun that's been sitting on the shelf for a long time. And that's why the trigger mechanism doesn't work. But this tube works. So this tube can come off of this gun and go on this gun, and then it'll be fine. That tube is pretty clean.
Oh, weed whacker still in the box.
Actually, why don't you open that up quickly?
Oh, a charger.
Yeah, go ahead and set that battery charging.
I will do that.
Thanks. I'm changing out a tube.
All about the tubes.
Cannot see through that piece. Cannot see through that piece. They need a little work. Ryobi, get on me.
Oh, it's already threaded. That's nice.
I love when things are threaded.
In my lifetime, I've broken many a weed whacker.
Maybe you don't gotta put that together.
No, I broke them using it.
I've never used a weed whacker, so I'd be less likely to be the one to put that together.
I think I found the weight.
Bubbles are happening inside of this. Seal back on. I got it. We're spraying now. To celebrate, let's cobweb Rob. I kid. Rob Duck didn't come. He's going to take it.
I know you.
Michael J. Lassiter says, "Hey everyone."
Hey, Michael J. Lassiter. Now, last year, Michael Lassiter went to Warehouse 31 and hung out for the day. But I think now he's in West Virginia. Okay. So now I've sprayed it, and then we have to wait. That's right, you did go to a makeup class. Yeah, somebody moves them on you. Terrible. You know what? I have a whole drawer over there full of safety glasses, but you know what? I would look cool with a patch. Spray paint classes or airbrush classes? I'll post more airbrush classes. Okay, there we go. So, let's see if the thighs are sticky.
Yeah?
So we're going with.
Okay.
Close. That does need some putting together, doesn't it?
Not much. Just a touch.
Okay. Lexi is going to talk to you guys about distressing a costume.
Alright, so right now, I'm mostly actually done with this part, but when I distress a costume, when it's on there, so this is supposed to look like raggy, drapey badness of doom. So when I do this, I like to use just a pair of scissors. You can distress fabric in so many different ways, but for me, scissors seem to be the most versatile tool. So what I like to do is I like to hold them about this far apart, and take the fabric and just like slash at it. You can grab the end of the fabric and fray it, and you get this really awesome fraying effect. So when I'm doing this, I have it on a mannequin, so I can sort of get the idea of how it would drape on a person without using up Rob. The only thing it doesn't have is arms. So, with the arms, I'm just holding them out, making sure I'm holding it out like as if the person was wearing them. And then with this, you're seeing where the drape is. Because you don't want to cut in a way that it'll drape oddly. So you kind of got to listen to the fabric, for lack of a better term. Fabric whisperer. And then you destroy it.
You're the fabric whisperer?
When you distress costumes, you are the fabric whisperer.
I see, okay. Gotcha. You're empowering your audience.
I'm empowering my
Very good.
So when you look at it, yeah. This is Rick's turnaround. What?
Here's that.
Okay. So when you're looking at it, Alan said medium distress. So medium for me is, it looks like you've ran through the forest for a while and things are shabby, but it's still obviously some kind of garment and not just literal rags. So this still has some kind of shape to it if one were to put it on. It's raggy shape, but it's got shape and draping still. So I want to look and see how everything is going to drape. And with this, I have found that sometimes you need to do an extra tack. With this thing, I've found tacking is really effective. It allows you to really control where the fabric lays. And rather than using, hand sewing it rather than using a machine, allows for a more organic lay. Because when you are,
You looked to see if I was gonna make a joke.
I did look to see if you were gonna make a joke.
No.
Like I know what kind of jokes you make. Anyway, when you tack something, you can do one spot repeatedly, but when you machine sew, it's always a line, usually. And I ran out of thread. So I gotta go find the thread over here. Thread my needle.
West Virginia.
Yeah? You're gonna, and Rob's gonna weed whack in the shop.
Just making sure it's good weight and stuff.
He's only not doing it because I caught him calling out on it.
The battery isn't even charged. No, nuts.
You would have found a way. I believe in you. I believe in your chaotic abilities, Rob. And because I am a godless heathen, I tend not to use scissors when cutting thread. I use my teeth. You should use scissors though, especially with thread this thick, because it can really mess up your teeth. This is where my pipe kind of stops. Want to check comments for me, Rob?
Yeah, I can do that. Awesome makeup class. Let's see. That's right. Leon Pitts. Rang the bell already. Injury. Safety man. Hate to see you succumb to any injury. Not getting any notifications.
Alright, so to me,
When are you going to post the rest of the spray paint classes? Some of us have no idea what to do.
that's an Alan
You're
question.
asking the wrong couple.
We just work it.
We'll ask him when he gets back. Sorry, airbrush class. Yes, not spray paint, airbrush.
So to me, the front, decent. I'll know for sure when I make Rob model it for me again. But I'm gonna move to the back.
No.
And let's see if I can move it so you guys can see it. I'm not breaking things.
No.
Yes! Excitement. I broke nothing. Okay. So, I've sort of already been working my way around. So again, when we started, I was already mostly done. At this point, it's finishing touches. So anywhere that looks still really intact, just go at it with the scissors. Any straight lines, I like to, like straight across lines, tend to look very clean, and that's not the look we're going for.
Not in this shop.
No, not in this shop. As you can see, as I'm getting fuzz all over the floor. Everywhere. Rob just swept. Oh my gosh, I just turned up the ringtone. Broke. My apologies. Okay. So, just continuing to be the fabric whisperer, I guess. Check out the back of these sleeves. They still look really intact. Alright, now we're going to go for the bottom. So I like to work from the top down because the top you can shred a lot and there's still layers underneath. If you start at the bottom and start shredding, you're going to end up needing all the fabric you have on the top. So you can take the most away from the top layers, and as you progressively go down, you need to take less and less, so there's the layering of the garment, unless you're going for a really funky layering thing. But we're going for something more organic, like fabric would lay if it had been patterned more. And I'm not sure if Alan wants this to be colored or not, so I will wait on that part. So I've made a large hole. I don't like how it's laying. So I'm going to tack it down here. I'm going to do it. And I've disappeared from the frame. And for anybody wondering what I mean when I say tacking, it's essentially just doing a couple loops in the fabric and tying a knot. Doodle would probably explain it better than me though. Right here. Once Rob gets up in the bathroom, I'm probably going to make him put this on. Again, I want to go at the end, the bottom, because the ends are going to be the part that naturally frays. When you're walking and you have a long robe that's going to be close to the ground, the part that's going to get some of the most wear is the very bottom edge of everything. Because it's going to be dragging against the ground, there's going to be friction, there's going to be rocks, there's going to be dirt, all the whatnot that this particular creature has gone through. When you're distressing, you want to think about what could have made these tears and rips. So, yes, I'm slashing out of it with scissors, but you're slashing with a purpose. So, if you're making a zombie shirt, and you have a slash right down the middle, right here, and there's no blood, you gotta think how that would tear, why that would tear. So a lot of the times when you distress your average shirt, you're gonna do it in the sweat areas with color, and you're gonna do a lot on the cuffs and the bottom and the collar, because that's where the most friction will be. Let's see what that comments. What did I do? I switched the camera. Nope. No comments. Awesome. Rob has abandoned me in here. I needed him, and he abandoned me. Somehow I'm not really surprised. So I'm gonna go in, like I said, wear and tear friction will be right at the sleeves. But because if I sewed this, you want there to, it still hide the seam that I made.
Hi.
Hi.
You teaching them how to costume distress?
I think so.
I had to take some drugs.
Always fun.
Medicine time.
You wanna put this on?
Sure.
Actually, hold on.
Looks good.
I'm gonna straight lines it in the back.
Looks happy tattery.
Yeah. It's telling them they have to distress with purpose.
Yeah.
You don't just hack at it with scissors.
Yeah.
You have a plan.
Yeah. Plan.
Now my plan is to make Alan wear this. And almost done in the process. We got it.
Well, it's done me once.
Only once?
Yeah. We dated for like 8 months.
Only once?
Well, okay. I lost a lot of girlfriends. That's how that worked, but.
Only one was a dummy. Wow, your ratio is great.
Yeah. I don't know how this stuff happened. What did you do?
I tried to make it foolproof.
Fail.
Well,
Okay. Maybe tack that in a few more places, just so the sleeves are more obvious.
yes.
But it feels good. It moves good.
Are we wanting to spray paint it?
But
Are we wanting...
sorry.
Do you need a moment?
I'm watching how it shimmies.
I'll give you a moment
know?
along the road.
You gotta shimmy a little bit and see how it works.
You need some private space time.
I probably just drape it over something and hit it along the bottom with some black, just
Okay.
to darken up the bottom like it's been dragging.
Okay.
Because again, this is on stilts,
Yeah.
so yeah, then you're good.
Cool. And then tack this in a couple more places.
Yes.
Make it more obvious.
Yes.
Cool.
You need to hold the sleeve so you know where it goes.
Nah, I got it.
Okay. All right, looks great.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sleeve.
And now I can stick my thighs on. Bet by now my thighs are sticky.
Good times. Love me some sticky thighs.
I had $1.
How many dollars would you have, Alan?
4 this evening.
For this evening. You'd be
And
a
I bevel,
quadranaire.
I bevel cut these so that as I stick the muscles down, they round themselves out. If I did not bevel cut them, I'd have just this big lump, you know? But I don't have that. See, now these ramp right down. I still have my nice thickness in the middle. All my edges are held down solidly. They're solidly held down. So, if any of you guys out there, if both of you out there
Both
are,
of you.
well,
Did I lose all our viewers?
there's 35 people watching right now.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I didn't look at that number.
is that a lot of people? Is that almost like public speaking?
Public speaking's better in some ways, worse in others.
I was actually listening to you when you were walking and talking folks through Carl's, and you were doing well.
I have been teaching in numerous capacities for a while. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment.
You're an efficient human.
That means a lot. Thank you, Alan.
Yeah.
I'm efficient.
For me, that does mean a lot, actually.
It
That's a
does.
pretty good
No,
compliment.
It means a lot. We should give an award to Dark Hour that just say efficient human.
Right. You're an efficient exchanger of carbon dioxide for oxygen.
Do you want the right box in the pile?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm gonna do one more that is shaped just like that comes around that exact same way. That's the what I'll do. That's the what I'll do. Okay, perfect. Let's grab a Sharpie again. Plot this out.
I heard plop this out. I was confused.
Yeah, we're not going to plop it out.
Plop makes more sense.
And that muscle is shaped like that. That'll stick down in that area. Did you look at comments, Lexi, or no?
I had been looking at comments progressively through it. Airbrush classes was the question.
When's your next
yes.
one?
See, I posted Airbrush Basics Volume 1,
And you've never done
and
that.
then I posted Volume 3,
You're a troll.
and then I posted Volume 5.
What about volume 2, Alan?
It's on its way, man. It's on its way.
Do things in order.
Losers.
There.
Razor
Kniffy. Kniggets. You stupid English Kniggets. Oh, then put whip on the back of one.
Come back, so I'm going to call you a second time.
Oh, let my fire. No, maybe we're good.
No, I never know what movie you're quoting. It could be a movie I've seen 3 times and I wouldn't know what movie you're quoting.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
See, I've seen that 2 times.
You have a very special level of Tourette.
I do?
Yeah.
What was it? Was Joe
I'm not
Michael
sure what
Frank
that's
on?
supposed to mean, Alan.
How funny it would be to do a haunt character with Tourette's.
I mean, that's kind of what I do. As a dolly.
What else? The conversation stems in fact playing D&D and going to meeting a new group and writing your character up as your character has Tourette's.
That's amazing.
So like in the middle of the game you're like ah. We're not making fun of Tourette's. I want to be clear on that.
We are not making fun of Tourette. Rob is.
I am not.
There is nothing wrong with having Tourette's.
And remember, Rob works for Dan's Haunted House
I
in Louisville, Texas.
Alan, don't put that voodoo on.
Don't put that voodoo on. Right?
I've gotten quite a lot of interesting feedback from your interview with me.
Why would you get feedback?
Because people talk to me.
No one talks.
I watched the video and I can just hear me cackling in the background at random moments.
My favorite part is the very opening. Is like, could you stop doing that?
Well, you were crumpling paper like crazy. I know you're packing up boxes to ship, but it was just so funny because I knew that just that noise was killing the microphone.
It was kind of everything though.
And I was right.
I was watching him like Rob didn't even. Rob was like, I'm doing my job. The camera's in the way.
I'm doing my job.
I don't care about the camera.
I should have just done it when Dan was talking.
So, Rob, how many of my movies that I post on Facebook have you seen?
Movie?
Every single one except for the bear.
You haven't seen The Prophecy?
No,
It's free on YouTube. I gave you the link.
I don't have internet.
Next time you're at Starbucks.
I have only seen one of the movies.
I will have internet Monday.
Yay! Everybody, yay!
Hey, Rob will have the internet. He'll be a human again.
Ross will be a functioning member of society once again.
It's been over a year since I've had the internet.
That's insane. How do you live?
I read books.
Why is on the phone all the time at work?
Unequivocally not true. I can't afford that kind of data package.
My car has Wi-Fi technically.
That's pretty good Wi-Fi.
I'm not on the work Wi-Fi.
We don't let Rob on the work Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they don't want
He
my,
visits questionable websites.
they don't want my search history on there. Actually, that is a funny thing about being a haunter.
Your search history's scary.
Your search history as a haunter is weird.
Like
You're gonna look up weird things.
I moved off of my dad's Amazon Prime account to like get things because I don't want to pay for my own Amazon Prime. And he'll be like, Lexi, what were you looking at? Why is this on my suggested?
What did they suggest?
I was looking up like frilly dresses, but like adult size dresses, and it came with like the adult diaper baby community, and so a bunch of those came up with like the
Good times.
yeah. And my dad was just like, he sat me down, he's like, you need to tell me something.
I was looking at nurse costumes.
Oh, my favorite though is when we were looking up mesh shirts. from
Oh,
Raven.
mesh shirts.
Yes.
I looked up mesh shirts. I made werewolf costumes off of mesh shirts because they were very flowy. You know, took the hair on. It was a pain in the butt, but they were cooler.
How would you feel about having this on?
Yeah, but after from that, I got so many suggested ads of communities I was not normally a part of.
I don't even want to talk about my Etsy suggestions. That's my account, definitely.
Etsy?
Oh, that's even worse. 'Cause Etsy has everything.
I see.
So it'll suggest things that are sort of related, but you wouldn't find it on Amazon. And you're like,
Yeah, don't look up anything with C6 latex.
no, yeah, just don't put latex in on Etsy ever. I mean, if that's your prerogative, go for it.
We don't judge. Well, we do. We just be good.
I only
We're
judge
really not
when it
going to
directly-
judge while we're on the air.
I only judge when it directly affects me.
You want me to stand on the bus here?
I'm figuring out sleep right now, so you can sit down and you can look like.
I kind of just learned to make all this stuff. You know, I needed to do it, so I researched it and did it. That's as interesting as that story gets, I'm afraid. I didn't go to school for it. I did not go to school for it. I did. I did do it. A lot of the special effects schools, you know, they're expensive. The tuition is a big deal. And I think you'll learn as much if you spend that money on materials. I know if someone came to me and said, I have graduated from, let's say, Joe Blasco Makeup School or Tom Savini Makeup School. That's great. Came to me and said, I have made 300 mask molds. I'd say, you're the guy. Because I know that they've done the work, you know?
But not everybody thinks that way.
I don't know if folks in shops do build.
Folks in what?
In shops, makeup effect shops.
Yeah, I don't.
They want experience is helpful.
Yeah.
And sometimes you end up in a situation where, would you hire someone who said, I made teeth once? They did it once. When you're in a class setting and you have to do all these things in that 1 or 2 year curriculum, you made teeth once, is what happened, you know? But if I want a tooth specialist or a dental technician, For Monster Teeth, I want someone who's done it quite a bit, or at least is really familiar with the resin, or really familiar with, you know, some part of it.
I don't know about, I know the haunt industry is probably different from a lot of other industries,
Yeah.
but most places you can't get in the door without a degree.
Yeah, I would say haunts and film, they're not that way. Show your work. It's not about a degree, it's about a portfolio.
Which is why I decided that a theater arts major was useless
And if somebody is,
for me.
if they want to do the teeth for my film, or I want to be your tooth guy, and they show me a portfolio,
Of teeth.
that's pretty great.
Scott
Which stuff?
Freeman.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty good at it.
You make horns.
Oh boy.
You get to paint him.
I get to eventually.
One day.
Sunday night, Monday.
Music industry, no papers required. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, you just gotta get signed.
And it helps if you're attractive.
Well, yes.
Ringo Starr kind of bucks that trend.
Well, that's Ringo Starr.
What'd you just say, Rob?
I said Ringo Starr bucks that trend.
You said Ringo Starr was ugly.
Well,
How was
he's
your
not
movement?
the most attractive man out
How was
there.
your movement in this arm?
Gene Simmons is
He hit it for years.
Is it restrictive?
not at all.
Okay. How is it if you were to take this off, this arm, just this arm, take it out. Let's see. Great. Put it back in. Try to make it a little more full.
Okay. That's the Mum Monster. So while that glue is setting up, I'm going to try and take this head off of the form. I'll get back on later, but I need it to be movable, removable.
I feel like the music in the film, all of it's kind of who you know too. It's, it's what you can do and who you know.
It's situational, that's for sure.
In the entertainment industry, nepotism is a large part.
In a lot of industries, I know, you feel like that's.
Yeah, plumbing, man. Oh. Baker and Sons. Oh. Can't unless you're big baker.
I meant more like getting a job at a university or a school or something. If you know the right people, you're more likely to get that.
Also, you need to be pushed.
Well,
It wasn't hard to get in there.
I don't do that education.
How's the vision?
Pretty good.
Yeah, the vision was good. How's the breathing? Do I need to cut any more holes in?
Yeah, I've got this stuff to be cut out.
Okay. I didn't know.
That's okay.
First time I ever did that mask.
I can always cut it out after. But yeah. 4, Ezekiel. I'm making 4 of them.
4 Demi Morgans?
Yep.
I thought you were only
How
doing
many of
two.
these dudes are we making?
Just the one, Lexi.
Cool.
Very cool, Gypsy Witch.
Okay. So you take it off and put it back on.
That worked pretty good, huh?
Scrooge.
You need him to stand on something and spray the bottom?
Yep.
Alright, what do you want to stand on, Rob? Spray paint.
Drag that other bucket over there for me. Have a bucket under each foot. Spray paint. Over there.
Oh, this wasn't all the way on. That was fun. That could have been interesting.
Standing on buckets makes you 17 inches taller. I run most of my stilt walkers at 18 inches tall. So it makes them the biggest guy in the room. How tall are you normally?
5'6".
He's normally 6. I am 5'11". So even a 6'5" person, he's going to be taller than by a good bit.
Is this black?
Well, how do you know if it's black?
Well, normally it'll say it's black on here somewhere.
You know where it always says it? Barcode. Look for the barcode. Right above it on the above the barcode says the color. And now these are ready to, you know what? We can get double action here, as you can just see me and you can see her. There you go.
Alright.
See, now I've got that nice banded muscle look on that side.
Our Demi Morgan didn't skip like that.
No,
Leg days.
I'm going to build a knee pad into the stilt cover,
Nice.
so there'll be a knee joint like right here,
Good.
to give a little more structure to the just fabric that's there.
Do we want to get the white inside too with the underside or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
And shoot inside of the sleeves a little.
Yeah. I already planned to do that.
Okay, so now I've got, you know, it's just the band. That's all that I need to do as far as his legs.
Yeah.
He gets another layer of contact cement to seal these in. And then we'll hit it with coats of coat of latex or two coats of latex. And then it will get black paint. And then I can paint it to match this.
Is that one ours?
What's that?
Is that one for Darko?
No, this first one goes to California. What?
We got those. We got big stuff.
No problem. I got this.
That's right, you don't sleep.
I'm also going to base ours off of a muscle suit that you know and love. Throw it on here, hit it
Yeah.
with latex,
Done.
mostly done.
Done.
Yeah. Paint it. Then I got
You
stilt
know-
covers, stilts, hands, head.
Wait a minute, who's wearing it? Snyder? He's the only one thin enough.
No, he's not the only one thin enough. Josh could wear it.
Josh can do it.
You could wear it.
I could wear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all over the hump this until her boy discovered.
Yep.
That's from the scarf. We said no to calendars.
I didn't say no to calendar.
Oh, okay. I would hope not. He was fantastic.
He was a big carrot.
Yeah. Cavender's a drag queen friend of ours who worked at the haunt. And he's one of the few guys who I will let do drag because he does drag
Professionally.
all the time.
And he's really
That's his
good at it.
actual job. Well, second. Alright.
I'm so glad I'm getting more paint on.
I figured you wouldn't care. You're already painted.
I'm already painted up. Head to toe.
Do you want me to do?
You've seen her drive and park, so why would you think she wouldn't get paint on you? Well,
Just finish.
parking spot lines are a suggestion.
I get mostly in the spot. My car is small enough that it works.
I know I'm gonna be driving this boat.
What?
Yes, I'm about to wrap up here in all honesty. Yeah, skinny monsters I'm not afraid of. Give me a monster that looks like it ate a couple people, that's a scary monster.
Except for that girl from Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
She messed me up too.
yeah,
I
a lot of
finished
folks.
that movie.
What was her name? Viola?
No, it was
Weird name.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Anywhere else I should do?
Move, give us a little shimmy.
Should I get? Once he takes it off, should I get the inside head?
Yes. Once you take it off. Okay, it looks great though. It's good. You did a good job distressing it.
Thank you.
Looks nice. Rob, you go off the buckets before you take that off?
He's gonna strip on the buckets.
I'm on my stage, man.
You are on my bucket of latex, so if you kick it over, I'll be
He
sad.
might cry.
I figure there's less chance of me spilling anything.
Less chance.
There's always a chance.
And I think with that, we're going to wrap it for tonight. Rob, what did we get done tonight? Go to the camera. Tell everybody what we got finished tonight.
Okay, tonight we got a costume done. We got the Denny Morgan mask pulled, trimmed. Thanks, Jason Nichols. Hope you had a good trip. Can't wait to see you next week. Got a mask pulled, the Denny Morgan mask pulled, trimmed, set up. We got the Denny Morgan legs based out. We got the pants changed, the new leggings put on. Alan got the foam cut out and put on. He's currently putting the second coat of glue. Alan maintained and repaired one of his glue sprayers. Lexi was able to finish sewing up her the costume and finish out distressing it. It's a done costume now, which is great.
And when you're done with that, it goes in that box.
We ate some fantastic food that Shannon made for us.
Sure.
I cleaned up quite a bit of the shop. I emptied out the van. And we're getting ready to wrap up. Alan's about to go to Alabama and do some actor training.
We're in Pelham, Alabama, Warehouse 31, haunted house.
And I will be moving all weekend. So that's what I'm doing. Moving into my new apartment.
You're not going to miss orientation, are you, at Dark Hour?
No. Amber already read me the riot act. I will be there. That's why I'm missing work tomorrow so I can move.
I'm a bad example, but all of my training dates are set in March.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I just have to make an appearance, and Bobby has to make an appearance because Bobby's going to Scotland.
Good time.
The thing about us in the haunt industry is we all try to get our vacations either right before or right after haunt season. We try to, because we don't have time during September and October to really do much. So now that we're reconnected, all 28 wonderful viewers. Bye guys. Bye Richard.
so
Bye Scott. Bye
goodbye.
Lassiter.
Lexi, what do we say at the very end?
Go make stuff.
That's right.
Happy